Hey, ready for the stream? How y'all doing today? I have a few things, lots of things happen in the news I want to go over, tweets and stuff, and then I'll do a short little talk on some of the dysfunction that we're all seeing here on YouTube, and then I will open up the panel. Give me 1 second here to tweak a few little things. I did a vertical, I did two actually last night, vertical streaming live. They're called Fireside Chats from Hell. And I think I'm going to start doing more of them. I might even do one tonight. So look for those. I think it went well. I do them from my phone. So it's more like a group call than a live stream. Okay, let's see what we got here. Samsonite, how are you even here? Okay, you're a liar. I could show you multiple examples of it, but I'm not going to get into your drama today. I got a real show to do. So bye. To hell you go. Okay. Let me see. News first. Well, we got Trump's cabinet picks, so I'll go over some of those. And big news. I called it. The federal court blocked the Louisiana law that requires the classrooms to display the Ten Commandments, just exactly like they said it would, on the grounds of it has a religious purpose, not a historical one, and it goes against the clause in the Constitution where you can't establish a religion. Congress can make, the First Amendment, Congress can make no law respecting an establishment of religion. There was a case in 1980 in Kentucky that they tried something similar, and they got struck down for the same reasons. So, if you understand U.S. law and the principles this country was founded on, this is an easy one. So, that's some news. Let's see. The Archbishop of Canterbury in England is resigning due to the sex scandals in the church. UK church abuse scandal. Also, the Supreme Court ruled Mark Meadows, who was one of the Trump people, had a case against him that he was trying to get moved from state court to federal court. The Supreme Court said no, we're not doing that. So if you think the court's still partisan, how do you all explain all of these seemingly non-partisan rulings that they keep making? All right, Trump's cabinet picks. Here, I'll put the list. Forbes just released the list. I won't go through all of them, but you can look at it. Hey, Ajot, how are you doing? Welcome. Just going over news and tweets for a little bit. All right, here we go. National Security Advisor is Representative Mike Waltz from Florida. I don't know him. Ambassador to Israel. Get this, y'all. Mike Huckabee is going to be the ambassador to Israel. It says he's a staunch supporter of Israel and has criticized the Biden administration's call for a ceasefire with Hamas. I'm a staunch supporter of Israel myself. Kristi Noem, South Dakota governor, is going to be Homeland Security Secretary. Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, another representative from Florida. The EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, Representative Lee Zeldin from New York. The Chief of Staff is going to be that lady that ran his campaign that we saw when he gave his little speech after the election. She had on that silver, poofy couch cushion outfit. She's going to be Chief of Staff, and Stephen Miller's going to be Deputy Chief of Staff. Tom Homan is going to be the Border Czar. He's a former Immigrations and Customs Enforcement Director. There's been videos of him making the rounds. He seems to have a pretty hardline stance on immigration. Elise Stefanik, another rep from New York, is going to be UN ambassador. Several people in line for attorney general, so I'll skip that one. Same for Treasury Secretary, Defense Secretary. Some of these are not chosen yet. I'm not going to give the ones that are not confirmed. I will say for Education Secretary, because of this plan to maybe downsize or eliminate the Department of Education at the national level, Vivek Ramaswamy is somebody he's looking at, and Betsy DeVos, the one who did it last time. And he's indicated there could be roles for RFK Jr. and Elon Musk, including a new department called the Government Efficiency Commission, which Elon may have a hand in. Okay, so that's all the news there. I have a few tweets. Let's see. Hey, Bex. Yeah. Maybe climate realist, climate not catastrophist, not a climate hysteric. I don't know. I haven't looked into the guy, so I really don't know. Well, good. It is. I agree, not laws. It is such an insane thing to hear get rid of public education. And you may want to make an appointment with your audiologist sometime soon because nobody on here said that. So if that's what you're hearing, it's not coming from this channel. I said National Department of Education, not get rid of public education. We're still going to have that. It's just going to be administered at the state level, like it was before the Department of Education got put in place. So, yeah, I'm pro-edu. We need more. I think we need more educated people. We see such wonderful examples of the current state of public education right here on YouTube. So I think the more education we can get to people, the better. So get a tune up and aim your ears correctly. All right, I want to show this tweet. This just reinforces kind of what we've already seen post-election. In this case, the state of California. Here, let me open it big. This is comparing the votes to 2020. Look at this. Look at all the shift toward Trump. San Francisco shifted toward Trump? Come on. Are you kidding? I don't see a single blue arrow on this thing. Now, it doesn't include all the counties because some of the votes are still coming in, but it includes most of them. Look at this. This is California did this. Shifted to the right. Shifted to Trump, including the blue areas. So I hope it's comfortable there in the sand with your head all buried in it. But anytime you want to pull it out, reality's waiting for you. Oh, so we agree. Okay. See, not lost. I don't like to brag, but I'm a product of Republican state public education myself. And I think I do pretty well on here. I'll put my educational background against pretty much anybody that comes up here. Now, granted, it was supplemented with some additional education through gifted programs, gifted schools. Louisiana has special colleges for the gifted, etc. We really invest in the people at the top, at that end of the curve, because Louisiana is vulnerable to brain drain. A lot of our smart people leave and go to other states. So in order to prevent that, they really try to invest in their best and brightest, like me. Okay. No, well, the Brits that have been coming on here lately don't sound like they regret it too much. So you might be generalizing again. I'm not saying there's not some people that regret it, but I'm not going to go just off of your little chat comments. And then this is a weird one, y'all. Look at this. Tell me if this is even true. I haven't fact-checked this yet. Kamala Harris supporters have shaved their heads, made these blue bracelets, and will be wearing masks so that they can identify each other. That just seems kind of weird. Let me fact-check this one. See if this be happening. Liberal women withhold sex, shave heads to protest a Trump win. Ladies in red swung the vote. I see one article on it, and it's from the New York Post. So maybe there's a fringe minority of women doing this, but I don't think it's at the pussy hat level that we saw the first time around. You're right, the outliers. We do. But I don't know if you've noticed there's different types of outliers, and I'm gonna show that chart. In fact, I'll show it right now. We don't draw all the outliers. There's a whole like section of the gutter with a bunch of outliers too that we don't draw here. We just draw the elite outliers, the special ones. Um, Come on, for crying out loud. I'll show you. See, there's people. I'm going to talk about damaged people today. There's people at the bottom, likely affected by long-term damage, making them difficult to hold, and they also damage the quality and foundation of the programs and/or channels that they are accepted to. So these are not the. I mean, we may draw these, but they're not going to get to stick around. I'm looking for the ones up here that are trying to become better, or bring their gifts into the world, or create something positive for society. So there is a place for this on YouTube. People keep saying like things like, this is YouTube, this is what it is, if you don't like it, you're in the wrong place. Well, that's people that only know this red zone. They have no awareness or experience of other possibilities of being, other potentialities that exist within this medium. So that's what I'm trying to highlight and bring out. So we're just going to ignore this bottom gutter level for the most part and leave them in their damage since they seem so persistent in it. Okay. Damaged people. Let's talk about them. This started when I started reflecting why it is that, and you see this in real life too, but I'm just going to use YouTube as an example because it's a common reference point that we can all relate to, or at least all experience together. People that are enmeshed with people that they don't like, that bring them displeasure. There's people who, for whatever reasons, they don't like what they see from these people on a channel. They don't like the content that comes from these people, and it could be creators or guests. They don't like the energy they put out, but they keep going to that person. They keep revisiting their experience with that person and keep reliving it. Or there's people that they actively dislike, or people that have attacked them or attempted to cause them some kind of harm in the past that they continually go and revisit. And they go back on the same panels with those people. They keep the dysfunctional relationship going. And I started trying to take a look at why that is. Why are people, because I'm the opposite, and I consider myself a relatively healthy person. I don't have a lot of childhood trauma. And growing up, I had a pretty decent sense of health, like what was unhealthy and what was dysfunctional or not. So like if things got too dysfunctional in one part of my family or community, I always had healthier parts I could go to get away from it. So people that maybe didn't have that or had a lot of childhood trauma or whatever point in their life the trauma started, there's this theory going all the way back to Freud that we seek out these unpleasant or difficult experiences even though they cause us distress and kind of provide a net negative in quality level to our lives because we're trying to master some kind of trauma from the past that these people, situations, or events are related to. Now, me, when I have a bad experience with someone on a panel, that's a signal for me, okay, well, don't go back. Like if I'm visiting somebody, if I have a friend and I'm visiting their house and they have a dog in their yard that attacks me every time I try to go ring the doorbell to visit them, I'm going to be like, okay, well, I just need to stay away from that person's house because they have this dog in the yard that keeps attacking me. So that's a sign for me not to go back to that person's house. But these people keep going to the same houses and get attacked by the same dogs over and over and over. And I think the reason for it is they have some trauma in their past, or it could be one of the reasons that's related to whatever this dysfunctional relationship that's set up with this person or group of people or whatever. You see it in abusive relationships. You see it in dysfunctional communities. And so one thing I'm going to try to do today is attempt to at least identify the problem, make people aware, and then maybe come up with some tips that they can do to, if they want to like reverse that or start to grow out of that pattern. Let's see what Flo has to say. He's buried his trauma. No, I talk about my trauma here all the time. I have PTSD, but my trauma developed later in life. It was from watching Mike die in the hospital was when the PTSD started, and then the experience up here with the ex, the psychopath. So those are my two main traumas. And then I've had like social trauma from that point forward from just living in Seattle and being such at variance with the culture up here, like getting fired from jobs, social groups, etc. But that trauma is relatively mild to watching like losing Mike and the experience with the ex. So I didn't have anything equivalent to that in my early childhood. Now I believe everybody has daddy issues or mommy issues, and I definitely have daddy issues, and that shows up with my romantic relationships with men. But I guess that could be similar to what I'm talking about. But I think what we see here on YouTube is maybe some more adverse type of trauma than I might have experienced growing up. Let's see what. I can tell. Okay, well, I don't want it to be the Flow show just yet. No, the opposite, Zach. I didn't grow up with a father. I had an absent father. I had a void where a father should be. And so, because my mom and them divorced very early. And I had a stepdad for about 6 or 7 years. I wouldn't say he was particularly tough, but he did have some very strong ideas of how to raise children that were different than my mom's ideas of how to raise us. So there was kind of some tension there, mostly between the two of them. It didn't really play out onto us kids too much. So what was I talking about? So I guess the first thing to do is just be aware. Like, if you feel yourself enmeshed in these patterns here on YouTube that you can't seem to break out of, if you keep going to the same drama channels to get that charge or that dopamine hit, or keep stalking the same person to punch down on, or whatever you get out of doing that. I don't have that psychology. I don't get pleasure out of people attacking me. I don't get pleasure out of punching down on other people, etc. But if you are one of those people, maybe just become aware of why you're doing what are your motivations for continuing to stay engaged with this person. What is keeping you with that person? They're probably representing something from some other relationship in your past. And a lot of trauma, when we talk about trauma, especially this kind of interpersonal trauma, is centered around a sense of rejection, betrayal, broken trust, maybe with our parents, maybe with a significant adult figure in our life, maybe with an early relationship, or even a significant relationship later in life. And so to overcome that sense of betrayal or trusting someone and having that trust violated, they find other similar sources of the same event to replay that out with in the hopes of eventually mastering it and overcoming it inside of themselves. So I guess what I'm saying is, no matter how fucked up somebody looks on here, no matter how dysfunctional people seem, keep in mind that at the bottom of it all could actually be this impulse toward health and healing through attempting to master this past trauma. And so maybe if we could look at it like that, we could all give each other a little bit more grace with what happens here on YouTube. some practical tips that I can think of for kind of getting yourself out of it is, in addition to just being aware, like, because it can catch us off guard. We get kind of caught up in the sway of the drama, and we're firing off the keyboard. We have our allies fighting with us. We're going to get, it's like gang warfare, etc. Kind of, if you can take a pause or get some kind of detachment from the situation long enough to just be aware of what you're doing, and as you become aware of what exactly it is you're doing or that you're caught up in, also maybe why. What is your goal? A good question to ask in these situations is, what is your goal? What am I trying to achieve in this situation? What am I trying to get out of this interaction or out of this experience on this channel that I'm on? Maybe start thinking about your past, anything in your past that it reminds you of similarly. So trying to create some kind of like heightened awareness around the issue. And then just really practical things like stepping away, taking a break from leaving the stream for a while. I promise you, in the YouTube world, that shit is always going to be there. If you step away for 5 minutes or an hour or a half a day or a couple of days, it will always be there to come back to. You're not going to lose it. It's not going to suddenly disappear. So if you can disengage, every now and then I'll take a day off to just reset and clear my mind. It does wonders for me. Daniel Barry, hello. Happy Tuesday. So if you can like give your, if in the immediacy of the situation, if you can give yourself that kind of pause to start to think and assess and become aware, that's a good thing. If you can take a break and step away, A, that might give you that pause. But B, if you can get that pause on your own, stepping away might be a way to give yourself time and space to start that awareness developing. Another thing you can do is find support, find allies, find other people that are dealing with the same thing in themselves, that have this awareness, that can kind of help you become aware, or at least provide a place where you can all kind of sort through this stuff together. You can use this channel. You can come here. We examine that kind of stuff on here all the time. If you really want to do deep dives, now I'm not a therapist, but I can help you with some of the more practical side of this. I do have my peer counseling practice that I started. You can contact me through there. I'll drop the link. There's in my Discord, there's a few channels actually for support, mental health support. I think there's even one for like panel addiction support. So sometimes if you reach out to the right people, you don't have to do it alone. There's other people. If you're new at this or kind of like unsure or floundering in the beginning, there's other people that can come in and like help you by sharing their experiences with this. So I guess what I'm hoping to accomplish with this short little topic is A, giving people another way to kind of look at a lot of the panel drama that's going on, and B, some practical tips on how to become aware of maybe some of the deeper dynamics at play and how to start to free yourself from that and like take more control of. If this is truly what you want out of YouTube, then that's fine. But I suspect for a lot of people, they would set different goals for themselves for YouTube, but for these past like trauma-based patterns that keep pulling them into this dysfunction. So that's the little bit I have to offer on this topic. I just kind of wanted to broach it real quickly. Oh, an announcement. Tomorrow is my birthday, and in Satanism, one's birthday is traditionally one of the most important satanic holidays of the year, because Satanism is all about, or not all about, but a lot of it is about self-development and developing the self and your own individuality and autonomy. And so the day that you were born is the day that you celebrate yourself and your own selfhood. So tomorrow is my birthday, and it's my satanic holiday. So I think I'm going to do probably another all-day stream. I'm still going to be here at my usual time, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, but I may start earlier than that and go for several hours. Now, it is Survivor tonight, Survivor night tomorrow night. I'm going to treat myself to that, so I will not be here in the evening. But I'll probably do another one of those fireside chats from hell this evening. And I do that vertically, and it kind of draws in a different set of numbers at a different crowd. Thank you, Moose. Thank you. I'll be 54, hopefully more than midway through the journey. Hank, that's probably even healthier. That's probably even healthier. If I had a life here in person, I would probably even do that. But I think I'm going to make the most of it and come celebrate it on the stream. And I don't know. We'll think of fun stuff to do. Leggy and I also might do that album review thing that we keep postponing. So that's that. Let me drop the link. Open panel. No drama. No drunks. You have to be able to have a conversation. So if you come up here and yell and talk over other people constantly, I'm going to take you off. And there's the link. The panel's open. Let me do the chat goal too. I'm going to try to do the most minimum goal that I can possibly set. YouTube has specific constraints and parameters that it puts on what goals you can set. So let's see. 5 super chat. Well, I could do 1 super chat. I could do 1 big amount. I'm going to try 5 super chats at $2. That seems... You know what? Just as an experiment, I'm going to do 5 super chats at $2, but over the course of 1 hour instead of 2. And if I get that, then I will keep the panel going. And as usual, memberships, Ko-Fi donations, Cash App donations, all count. I have my information on the crawler at the bottom. Okay, so that's that. And if nobody comes up for the panel, I have a video I could play. P.F. Jung just released a video on history and how we make sense of reality and how we fit facts into narratives. And it's very, very much along the lines of the stuff I talk about up here. I mean, there's a reason he's my panel daddy. Oh, we may have a panelist. Hang on. In fact, we do. Welcome, Hank.
Yes. So, as you know, I did explicitly define my goals for me participating in the Panelverse when I started in it with you.
World domination.
No.
To get laid.
Yes, that one. But yeah, I mean,
how does anybody get laid off of here besides the phone boning?
Flow State does.
That I hear. Oh, well, yeah, but Flow State has a supply already.
Well, it works for him. You can ask him.
Did he meet? Did they meet on here?
Figured these women from here throwing themselves after him. Y'all remember the controversy with Lindsay, so and now we made up. So
were they together? I didn't know about that.
No, they weren't together. It's that Lindsay pushed herself on Flow State and she just made a bunch of assumptions. And
yeah, I remember that incident.
Yeah, and there's other people who met on here. I think the other people get into, I guess, relationships just from being on panels. I had to go back and itemize a list, but it does work for some people.
Do you so if knowing that's your goal when you're on different channels and stuff, are you constantly assessing is this gonna get me laid or get me closer to determine what panels to invest in?
No, I don't put that calculation because I don't know how. I don't have enough data to run those kind of numbers. So
you also probably have other secondary goals as well.
Yeah, increasing my social skills, training myself, developing more shit tests. So I have secondary goals I can still work on, but I don't have enough data to work on that goal explicitly. I just don't know how to.
What
So
kind of data would help you?
hits. If I have a hit
Numbers?
rate, then I that's enough data to at least get start crunching numbers. But if there's
You
no
talking
hits,
about things like views and subscriber numbers?
no, I'm not worried about that.
What counts as a hit rate for you?
I guess, um, I guess taking discussion on Discord or email or something like that. I have a few people that I do talk to on Discord or on email directly, but it's not really moving too much or anywhere. But I don't know how fast or slow the process should take anyway, so just don't have enough data.
So like if there's an interaction that starts on panel and if it continues offline, that counts as some kind of
Yeah,
number.
yeah. If it continues to private message that counts, and then we get it offline, that'd be great. So
How are you doing with that so far?
how am I doing that? I think I
With the
have like.
number?
Yep, so just check. Should I count Margot? I think I have five. There's females that I private message. Um, that I met on the panel. That yeah, I think yeah five. So that's
That's pretty good.
yes. Didn't really move
Moose.
anywhere from there, but still, that is something.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. That is helpful. Like that is helpful information.
Yeah.
I can see how that would be useful. So then you are like that does constitute progress.
Yes.
And do you find like have you found ways to get those numbers up? What generates the most private messages you think?
Unfortunately, it seems to be drama.
Oh
Ironically, if
yeah.
I get involved in drama, somebody needs help with something, well, they'll PM me about it. So
Because people keep work it's those they keep playing out their patterns and I guess for some reason if their patterns intersect with something about you, you're going to become one of the people they contact.
yeah, but I just don't. I need to know what pattern I need to be in to make people want to just get on top of me,
Oh,
right?
to exploit their patterns.
Yeah, exactly. And I really don't. So I think Jared Busk from TCPS gave me a clue because girls tend to get into their teachers and stuff, but I probably have pretty much my guess what's it called? My boundaries are so strong. I probably won't. It probably won't. I won't. I'm not gonna be coercing in something from a student, and it probably nothing's gonna happen because with this my boundaries are strong. So unless I explicitly set out to do it in the first place, it's not gonna happen.
As far as like getting drawn into other people's shit too easily.
Yeah,
Yeah. I can see that. You do seem a little healthier when it comes to that than a lot of other people.
yeah. And it's probably just a long history of me being involved in similar situations and me being aware of it. So, which is a big difference from me and most people. They're just not aware.
Snapchat people meet on Snapchat?
Yeah,
I have friends that like talk on Snapchat. They'll meet other places and they'll move it to Snapchat.
so I think the big problem is this mindset. I don't get in the same kind of mindset people normally get when they're just thirsty for attention. I guess they simp, and I just don't feel like doing that, and I don't pursue women super duper hard like I like depending on it. Maybe that's a big difference.
Do you do you think there's women out there like with similar mindsets to that?
Well, absolutely, but I don't know what they're into. But I know it's not me because otherwise they would be coming on to me.
Hey, Moose.
Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta fix the audio.
Okay.
Copy.
Audio,
Well,
audio.
I guess I can observe, but what they pick up on, but did this, and just no one's really paying. Do you fix your audio?
No,
Oh,
I
it's
don't.
sunny. Look at all that sunlight today.
Sunlight? No, that's a grow light.
Oh, damn! Looks like the sun. Looks like Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess my headset's not gonna work right now, so we'll just free ball it. I have a cactus, really
Damn,
big, and
that's
it's
brighter
blue.
than the sun.
It's blooming. Got a bloom on it. Got my strawberry plant. Got my thyme right there.
You got the
Got my
time.
little bell pepper plant and
Rosemary.
my rosemary. Yep.
Neat. Wow. Cool. What's going on with you?
I don't know. My dog's barking at nothing.
Yeah, I was about to say I hear a dog.
Dog's barking at nothing. What's your, what? Yeah. Do you have something to
It's
say?
a
You want to
ghost,
say
Moose.
something?
It's a ghost. It's
You want
barking
to
at
say
a
happy
ghost.
birthday? Is that what you're
Hey.
saying?
Oh wow. Look at what's its name? What gender is it?
Kiwi. Kiwi girl. She's
Hey.
Kiwi.
Dog,
Hey,
dogs
Oh,
don't have
Kiwi.
the sexes.
she's shy. She's straight up walking away.
Oh, she's like, I'm not fooling with any of those YouTube motherfuckers.
Yeah, she wants to go outside. Oh man, there's a lot of birthdays, man. I had
A ton of Scorpio. We're all Scorpios. I can't believe how many Scorpio. I shouldn't be surprised that the Panelverse is full of us. But
Yeah,
well, I'm
I'm a
not.
Sagittarius.
Me and
so
Hank are
you're
Leo.
next month.
Yes.
I
When's
thought
yours,
you were a
Moose?
Leo, Hank.
Say again.
I thought you were a Leo.
Negative. I'm a Sagittarius.
So, there's a couple other Leos on this pen. Maybe it's
Yes,
Mike.
there are. Leos are drawn to this too. They love the spotlight.
Oh yeah, you know us.
We should like do the each month do the birthdays for that month or that zodiac sign or whatever. Tomorrow could be the Scorpio party. Yeah,
I think
Moose
it's time.
Moose does good beard.
I could be a smart aleck and just not disclose my birthday, even though it is always disclosed in the other Jeff's video from Astrotype. They could go look for it, but
Oh, you
they
did.
had
He
to.
did your chart.
So I did my chart already, but we did a video on my chart, and what's his name? The astrologer said I was an ENTJ then, so pretty much to verify another test that I I wanted to get a second opinion, and finally it came with that truly test that agreed with ENTJ. So
Well, Sagittarius is not a bad sign if you're looking for the ladies. It's a fire sign. He's viral or
Yeah, I don't
virile
know if the
rather.
whole
Viral means
viral
something
thing is
else now.
viral. Yeah, viral sounds like bad. It has a negative connotation now.
Viral, not viral.
That bitch is viral, Hank. I swear to God, that bitch will get you. Next thing you know, you'll be in the doctor's office.
So, what's going on in the submarine?
Who's in the submarine?
You
I am.
or y'all? I just assumed that y'all have been. Did y'all clear
Oh,
out that infestation?
cleared out the infestation. Yeah, we got most of it's good. And then I got a new ship now. I think it holds like 10 people.
Is that big one that we were in, or a different one?
I think it's bigger than that one.
Oh wow! Okay, we're gonna
And
be on the Carnival Cruise Line soon.
well, I still have the save game that we played together, but man, I've been playing with some random people online, and you know what? Just like the Panelverse, you get constant disappointment in people.
That's what I hear. I've been talking to some video gamers lately, and the same drama happens while they're playing their video games that happens on here. They
Yeah.
fight about politics. They attack each other, like
Oh no,
personal
everybody's
attacks.
in a
They
good
start
mood.
drama.
But
oh
like
yes,
you'll be cruising in the submarine, right? Everything's going good, and then all of a sudden, like there's a fire in the engine room, and you're like, "Well, why the fuck did they throw a grenade in the
That's
engine room?"
probably my flair.
Yeah, shit like that. Or all of a sudden, we were like invading this other submarine, and we took over their submarine. I get back to our submarine, and somebody has disabled the fucking oxygen thing.
A
Oh,
player
do you need that?
just to be a dick.
Just to be a dick,
Do you
shit
need
like that.
oxygen? You're not freezer racing that submarine?
Well, I mean, eventually you run out of oxygen tanks, so if you don't have an oxygen machine, you're fucking done.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
those tanks go pretty quickly. That's
so
why I've learned to grab 3 or 4 of them while I'm out there. But then I
so
keep grabbing empty ones. I forget to check them.
yeah.
You're
I
supposed
bought it.
to
I
one's
bought a
back.
new card game at Walmart. This is Exploding Kittens.
Oh, I've played that before at a board game party. I don't remember quite how it worked, but I just remember we had a lot of fun with it.
Hank,
Yes.
I think it was made by some. It was the oatmeal guy, huh?
if you get Tabletop Simulator, we could play it.
If Steam's terms of service didn't suck ass, then I could use it.
Just fake your name. Say you're somebody else. Say you're Henry Clyde or something.
I don't think it works that way. I mean, if you have an issue with Steam and you're suing them, well, you had to delete your account. So I'm glad I didn't even buy most of my games on Steam in the first place because I would have lost access to them because that's how it works.
What happened with Steam?
Are you gonna sue them or something? There's nothing to sue them for.
Then why are other people suing them? I mean, I'll tell you why. Other people suing them because they're freaking. It's a ripoff.
What's
I'll even bring up
the complaint?
Let me bring up the story. I think anti-competitiveness.
They're suing Ubisoft because Ubisoft decided to take a game that was clearly able to play single player, and they just took off the servers, and they didn't give access to people to have their own game. So they're getting sued to shit.
Valve behind arbitration claims.
It's getting fucking cold out here, guys.
I imagine Leggy had his sunroof open the other day.
Yeah,
Yesterday.
it was 70 degrees the other day, and now it's 30 right now.
Oh, so it's some technicality over arbitration. It's not about the games themselves.
I need to figure out what the main suit is because they had to take time about the arbitration. But the arbitrations part came from the other crap that Steam does, like pull games. You don't own your game kind of thing, and so let me.
Well,
check.
they're up here. If it escalates, I could go protest their headquarters for you. I could wear my
that's
antlers.
Hey, Hank, just
Yeah.
think about it this way. Like, if you pay your $15 or $10 for Tabletop Simulator and you get 100 hours of enjoyment out of it, who gives a shit if they take the game back or they delete your account or whatever? You've gotten 100
I do.
hours of enjoyment.
Don't fuck with my stuff.
It's the principle. They took a game from you.
No,
I
he's
didn't give them the
worried that
chance.
they might. He's worried they might.
I don't want them to have permission to even do that. I won't agree to that.
Why would they take
Don't
it from
cheat.
you?
Don't
Because
cheat.
they can, just to show
Don't
their
cheat on the
power.
system, and you'll be fine. Don't cheat. That's all it is. That's literally people go around and they use hacks and shit. They get banned and they lose their account, and then they cry about it like little bitches. I've had my account for like 15, 20 years. Since they opened, my name's Grim Reaper on there. Like, you know what I mean? I got in there before they could get any of the bad words and shit.
And
Like,
you've never had a
I
problem?
mean bad words and shit. I mean, they'll ban you for bad words too?
No, I'm saying, like, you know how when you go to sign up for an account, like, a lot of times you can't sign up for certain names or whatever because it's, like, against the terms or whatever? I've had accounts...
Like satanic faggot?
Yeah, if you put satanic faggot, yeah, you'd probably get your account deleted. But those are dumb things. Like, I literally have had an account for almost 20 years or whatever. I've never had a problem. So that's why I have an issue with trying to see where you're coming from, because I don't see you having an issue.
How about you read the terms of service? How about you read the terms of service? The fact that I don't get the money, yet they have the privilege to just take my purchases whenever they want is the main issue.
Yeah, I can see the principle of it, and if you don't agree with it, I guess that's what the terms of service is for. You just don't accept the terms of services.
Yes, so it won't get service because they don't accept the terms of
But
service.
I have a feeling like most things in the modern world are going to work that way and have that.
All
Yeah, like
right, we can feel whatever you want. I'm saying that I can just not
Well, it's
use the
not
terms of
whatever I
service.
want. It's based on what I observe for how
Yes, and
technology
there's
seems to be working now. Hey, kitty,
yes,
kitty.
and your observations non-factual because GOG and itch.io don't have
How is
similar
it
facts.
non-factual when you yourself just said it's in their terms of services?
It's in Steam's terms of service. It is not in GOG's terms of service. It's not in itch.io's terms of service.
What's
It's not in
dog?
Humble Bundle's terms of service.
What's
oh,
dog?
GOG is a website where you could buy games without DRM, which is basically
Oh, okay. And they
copy.
don't. Well, then use them instead of Steam.
I do,
The
but
problem is that Steam has certain games that you can't buy on those platforms, and they capitalize on it, and so that's where Hank has the issue is like they're basically holding you hostage. If you want this product, you have to come to this store. But at any time, I could take that product out of your hands, and you can't say shit. And that I get it. Like I agree with you 100%. But I never read the terms of service when it began, and I bought a bunch of games. So there we are. I'm stuck with the games now.
don't worry, they can deprive you of them whenever they want.
Yeah, I think he's kind of just trusting that they won't.
Yes,
But
that's
but
fact.
even if they do, he's gotten enough use and value out of them that it's not that much of a net loss.
All right, but that's his calculation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody's going to feel that way, but like, I don't like watching the same movie multiple times. You know what I mean? So, like, once I'm done with something, I could put it on the shelf and then I'll probably never go back to it. So, whatever. Like, but I'm not saying it's right that they can take my shit. I'm just saying at that point, it's already out of my control because I already signed the terms of service. So, I'm not going to worry about things I can't change. I'm just going to try to go along with and then respond accordingly.
All right, well, I can change it then because I never agreed to it.
Yeah. Do they give specific reasons that they would take the games in there, or is it open ended? Like at any time we could take the
It's
game.
it's open ended.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, I
it's
mean
it,
that would make me nervous too.
but it's mainly like the only people I've ever seen lose their games are cheaters, hackers, people that are like abusive with their language, you know, like literally using racial slurs and shit, like not just calling each other a faggot or a bitch or something, but saying other shit, you know. Like
Yeah, but here's the thing: they lots of the games require a rootkit installed in the game for it to call home or monitor when it's running, or just look at the other stuff in the computer because they just want to. And I don't like any of that either.
Yeah, I
It's
don't like
really
that.
it's
I
really
don't like
opaque to
that
see
idea.
which games actually do that or not. Some of them don't need Steam to run. Some of them install other stuff because Steam's not good enough for at looking at all the other processes on the computer. So that's really opaque as well. So I don't really want to buy stuff that needs a whole bunch of other stuff that really shouldn't need just because someone's nosy.
Well, I think you're being a smart consumer.
yeah, I do
Well,
too. Hank, I
Yeah.
salute you.
But at the same time, you get deprived of the experience that you want because Steam's the only option for some games.
yes,
Yeah.
and I would consider maybe it's worth for Smite or Tabletop Similar, but
Epic Games is
I can live without it, maybe.
no Epic. Like they have a lot of games too, but they're way worse.
Tabletop has its own platform, I believe. It
It
doesn't.
does not.
It did less because I didn't have a Steam account and I was gonna get just tabletop.
Oh,
And I do know that like me and my friend bought this one game we wanted to play, and because they were on a Mac and I was on a PC, it was not compatible, and we didn't
interesting.
know that ahead of time. So I wasted money on a game that I can't play with my friends because I don't have the
Oh,
right computer.
so it has DLC games and uh, Was
Let's
it
see. Buy now.
tabletopsimulator.com or was it some other website?
Oh, you're right. It takes you to Steam. Well, they're I mean, from a business perspective, they're being very competitive because they've captured that market. Hey, Zat. Oop. Maybe some other company will rise up and compete with them.
Well, they're kind of a monopoly right now, so maybe after the lawsuits resolve. Because they
Oh,
have
so
been.
other people are already suing them over this kind of stuff to
Yes,
challenge it?
yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
because the anti competitive practices, that some of the lawsuits are about that.
yeah. Well, that's good. That's the way to do it. I mean, everybody will, it'll clear it up for everybody.
Yeah. And you know what? If it costs just had expanding up my own server or whatever to play, gets virtualized tabletop games, maybe it's worth the effort. I haven't decided.
Well, Barotrauma is worth it for sure. That game is dope. Like have being able to have a team playing together and hanging out at the same time, and each person has their own role, and like it's just cool how fluid it is. And it's like that game Among Us too, Jeff, where you could have traders and stuff, and they have missions. The traders have missions, and you have to like vote on who's a trader.
Oh, in Barotrauma, they have
Yeah,
that.
yeah, they have.
What? Like one of us would be would as
Yeah,
one of our missions? Oh, wow. So you
Zach,
can't even fully trust your crew anymore.
you have to turn that option on.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why they were blowing up the sub. Hey, Zat, what's up?
What's happening? Yeah,
Oh,
But
you're
you're
talking
echoing.
about games, right, that don't
you're
work anymore or
coming in very
something?
low.
And he's echoing.
Oh,
It's perfect for the panelverse. There's another set of co-op games called We Were Here. Nalaws, you familiar with the We Were Here series? It's only two people. You play it with two people, but those are really fun, and I have most of them.
is
I'm
that
willing to
better?
play that with somebody. Yeah.
Oh yeah, way
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, I have my shit all set up differently configured, so I had to reset everything. So you guys were talking about what games that don't work anymore or something?
The idea that Steam can, if you buy a game through Steam, they can take it from you for
Yeah. Well,
reasons.
I bought Silent Hunter 5, where you're a World War II U-boat captain for the Nazis, and you sail around. And I got really good at that game. And then one day, there's this thing called Ubisoft. They're the ones that make the games, and they have like this portal that you have to go through to play the game. And Ubisoft just gave up the portal, so now you can't play the game anymore.
Why
It's
did they
like
do that?
I don't know. Maybe they went out of business or something. I'm not sure, but
Ubisoft's still in business, but just the game needed a server, and they didn't want to pay for the server anymore, and they didn't want to give you the ability to run the game without the server
right.
because they want to have control over when you run the game.
So they
Yeah.
kind of screwed over their customers.
Yeah.
Affirmative.
Well, Zed, I didn't know you were into games either. Are you on Steam? Because we're playing a submarine game right now. You could
Yeah, I'm
join.
on Steam, but my thing is like my computer is messed up. It's old as hell, and
Oh,
I downloaded CapCut. I was gonna make make some video edits, and it crashed my computer just trying to run it.
oh. So
So
you'd have to upgrade your computer first.
yeah,
Oh
I'm
well, I have a. If we could still use eBay, I bought a computer that's really powerful. That's like $100. What's it called? It's a
$100.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a server class computer, but it's a desktop form factor. Let me check my orders. That was a couple $100. But let me show it to you. Wait. No, that shows my personal information. Let me scroll back to the buying page. Okay, let me present it. Jeff, you still there? Did you share my screen? I'll just
You
have to
gone.
okay. So I'll just drop the headline back on the live chat and the private chat. You can scroll back to eBay and find a computer very similar to this, complete with the RAM and the processor, for about $200.
Hmm.
So it's actually faster than the computer I have now, but I didn't load an operating system yet because I just been busy. I'm gonna work on it probably later
Yeah.
today. But
Well, my thing is, I've been struggling with trying to get my instrument to come through online. You know, like I see all these other people doing with just their freaking phone, but I don't want to use my phone. I've been trying to get it through the computer, and I finally managed to do it today. But it's like I can't play along with stuff on YouTube because there's like a slight delay between what I'm
yes.
doing and what YouTube is doing, and
Oh,
so
I talked to Caucasian Sasquatch about that. When I was on with 007. So what you do is they all play from the same source video that's in sync. So if you have it premiere,
uh,
and you play from the source, then you just respond to that source when you push it back in, and it'll be closer in time than if you played from that StreamYard.
uh, welcome back, Jeff.
Thank you. Yeah, Blizzy, you can come up. We're just hanging out. Do you play video games at all? We're if you do, we're recruiting for players.
But yeah, I did show my screen so I could show uh, Zatoichi what kind of computer I have. I didn't format yet. So
Do you get the action figures with it?
No, I don't get the Fortnite action figures, but
Wait, these are computers for like a few $100?
yes, 32 gigabytes of RAM. Some of them have storage on there. I've got something like
Damn.
this.
HP. This is eBay, you said?
Yes,
Refurbished.
yeah,
That's not bad.
yeah.
Wow, that's good to know. Because this laptop is several years old itself.
Yeah, I have one of them, but I didn't do anything with it yet because I'm just been busy. I'm gonna do it probably today or tomorrow. Let me point to it. Can you?
Let's see.
Yeah, it's right there next to the one I'm using right now.
Oh, you have a keyboard too? Oh, right. I
Uh,
remember you were learning the
yeah,
keyboard.
yeah. So I have it right there. I need to load it. It actually has a. You don't have to buy a disk drive for it. It has a really small disk drive that's like a laptop drive built into it. So you don't need a DVD drive. It has one.
Hmm.
But I've just been busy, so I didn't get to loading it for us. But I do have what called what is it? A flash drive that can load multiple operating systems onto it. Where is it? Well, all these can do it. What's the software I use? Veltoy. Yes, I use
Oh,
Veltoy.
Benjamin. Oh, take care, Kitty. Who's Benjamin having on today? Zat, what are you cooking today?
Nothing.
Oh, it's like nothing. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Who's Benjamin having on? Clint Russell, the libertarian. Whoever that is. Okay, enjoy. Say hi to Babs for me. I don't know him. I'll have to take a peek. In fact, let me check my super chat goal. I might end this one early today.
That's fine, me. In fact, it's that time.
Hmm.
27 minutes. I'll keep it going for another half an hour.
Okay.
Hey, UT. What's up? Yeah, I'll do another half hour unless I get 5 $2 super chats, which is the lowest it lets me go.
Yeah, it was up to me. I would have ended it by now. I mean, I'm the guy who had literal 5 minute live streams before because I just had to respond to a quick thing.
Oh, like you go live real quick just to answer
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah. Like I think
Those would
that.
make good shorts.
No, they're too long to be short. Shorts have to
Oh.
be 1 minute or less. You could probably make it.
They would make good verticals at least.
That's plausible.
I get the most views on the shorts that I've done. Like, you know, my videos will get like, let's say 40 views or something, and the shorts get like 500.
Yeah, I need to find a way to do more shorts. I'm going to do another vertical tonight. I did one. I did two last night because I had to restart the stream, and
Yeah, I saw that.
it went pretty well. I was happy with it.
Hmm. Oh, Jeff, I just remembered. This is really, really important.
I know what he's doing. Hey, James, what's up? Welcome. We're just hanging out. I got another half hour on the stream. And you can come up if you want. And so can Blind. Well, so can any of you, really, or most of you. I don't think we have a lot of drama trolls here today.
Well, we had both Flow State and Illumitami in the chat for a little bit, but
You think they were trolling?
No.
Oh, nice. I love yogurt.
But I know how both of them have their reputations and stuff, but they weren't trolling.
Well, we have James here. Hello, James.
Oh, hello. How are y'all today?
Pretty good. What's going on?
Not much. Like I say, just eating some yogurt and just relaxing. Still trying to recover from the surgery yesterday on my mouth.
You had surgery yesterday?
Yeah, it was wasn't it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday because it was today's Tuesday. Yeah, yesterday.
Oh, I couldn't even tell. You were on panel last night and everything. Oh, let me check his settings. I might have to turn him down. It looks okay on my end. I can turn him down if you want. They're saying your mic is loud.
Oh, it's loud.
Here, let me drop you to 50%, see if that helps. Is that better?
Is that better?
I'm sure you can, Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, Jeremy can drama troll. He can.
But he can also do other things as well, which is always a plus. He's versatile.
He can talk about good conversations too, yeah.
Here, let me drop James's channel for y'all. He's trying to do a positive life. James Life Talks. You're gonna start doing streams where you look at different life problems from an orthodox perspective.
Yeah, but I've been streaming already. Like I said last night, I've been streaming already, but it's just been mostly just chill streams, and I'm kind of getting more into the talking about different subjects now. Like this, what was it? This last week, I think last week I had streams where I was talking about different subjects and stuff a little bit. Kind of getting into it now. I have a little more clarity on what I can talk about from an orthodox perspective.
Cool. I think we need more channels like that. We can drive out all the drama channels, or at least create a little hub of alternatives for people that want something more than just the drama.
Well, I don't think we're gonna go the drama like completely. That's just sadly that's part of how the world works. There's gonna be drama. We're not in that age yet of where all the drama will be gone, or at least from my perspective, when Jesus comes back and rules the world and God's in control again and everything, you know.
That's when the drama's gonna end.
That's when all the drama and all the horrible things that are happening in this world is gonna end, yeah.
What will people do then? I think they want the drama. That's That's not a good argument for Christianity.
Well,
It's Jesus is going to take all your drama away.
that's a fleshly desire of people, and they're operating in the flesh. They're not
It
operating in the spirit to want all that drama. That's a
it
fleshly desire,
yeah, it's that chemical hit they're trying to. It's like a chemical addiction almost.
or at least that's how I understand it. It would be a fleshly desire to want all that drama.
What are some ways you get in touch with the spirit to instead of all that or to counteract all of that?
I can't. I don't think I'm allowed to talk on that too much because that probably was a little bit too deep into the mysteries. I think that would have to I have to judge you towards the fathers on that one, the Orthodox fathers.
Oh, okay. Are there
Uh,
things that you just do personally that you find helpful?
I would say detoxing from the internet, taking some time away from it, and taking some time away from other places that you can get get that sort of feel for drama too. Getting away from all that stuff, any source of that,
That
including
seems so hard for people to do.
and everything. It is, but it's a self discipline though thing. You have to be very self disciplined. So
So I guess you have to want it first. You have to like set an intention that I want to reduce the drama and then
yeah,
deliberately start to take steps to do that.
yeah. That's right. Yeah, it's all about your intention and what you really desire and want to do.
Yeah, I think so too. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And so, because I think a lot of people secretly want the drama, or at least they keep it going because of, I don't know, whatever's going on with them in their past. And I notice sometimes when the drama does end, like it takes little
Oh
breaks,
crap.
the conversation ends and all the numbers drop too. So people pretend like they don't want the drama, but then when the drama's not around, they leave. Well, it's not so much detoxing from the internet, but from certain elements of the internet. Because there's this idea that the internet is all drama and you can't escape it, but I don't think it has to be all drama. I think if you find enough healthy people that want something more than just drama, you can create an alternative to the drama where you don't necessarily have to detox from the internet, but you can minimize the amount of drama that you encounter on it. Yeah, as long as there's other places for people to go that are free from the drama, or at least less. I call this drama light. We do a little bit of drama here, but I don't let it get out of control like the other channels. And we try to look at the drama and break it down and analyze it and learn from it as well. So if there's going to be drama, we try to get something out of it, like educationally. Yes, conflict is inevitable. Anytime you have two people that want different things, you have conflict. So that's always going to happen. But there are healthy ways to manage conflict. And that's some of what I talk about on here too. Well, so is every other word, but I don't know. Do you have a better word for what you see on YouTube? The what people are calling drama? I'm open to suggestions. And some of it's things like deliberate trolling. People do it for kicks. They get a pleasure, enjoyment out of it. Some of it's hate bonding. It's a way to signal to your tribe, and it's a way to form social cohesion with other like-minded people. I can see you sitting in your room saying cantaloupe 40 times too. You seem exactly the type of person that would do that. Oh, are you? Did you go out? I think you're If you're talking, you're not coming in. Mm, not able to hear. Oh, I just heard something.
That was Moose.
Oh, okay. Welcome back. It only took 10. How do you say? Do you say cantaloupe or cantaloupe? There used to be a song called
Can you
Cantaloupe.
hear me now?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Maybe I can't hear you, but
Oh, you can't hear us?
um,
You don't say cantaloupe, not laws. You're
one moment.
trolling.
Uh,
Hey, Ricardo. Cantaloupe, loop, loop. It was by us three. All right, let's see. I think he's back.
can you hear me now?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. Yeah, because it's
Okay.
'cause I had to plug up my headphones. My headphones were dying. I do apologize for all that, but
Oh, no, you good. Itty Bitty Bop. That was the song. Cantaloupe. So,
All right, what's going on, James? Take it away, bro.
what do you mean? What's going on? Could you be more specific?
Well, I don't know. I'm just
it's
like came up.
open
What's on
ended.
your heart? What's on your mind?
Um, I don't know. I was just kind of just wanting to chat a little bit today and see what everybody's up to and everything.
What kind of surgery did you have? You seem
Um,
recovering.
teeth removed. I had teeth removed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got to
I.
extract it.
How did they do? I'm supposed to have that done at some point too. They have a tooth they want me to get removed. How did they do it? Was it like the big needles and the gums and all that?
Oh, they did put a needle in my gum to numb it, right? But they put like a little gumming gel. Yeah, I just get up on panels and chill. Sometimes talk about whatever everybody else is talking about. Yeah, that's just how I am. Um, Actually, probably a lot of times because I'm pretty much on panels every
We
day.
need. Well, sometimes that chill energy is good.
But
Yeah. Did they do the sedation on you? Like give you the
oh
conscious
no,
sedation, or they
no,
just sat you in the chair?
they didn't knock me out. They just numbed my gums with the
Because sometimes they give you
gum
some
numbing
like a
gel
like
and the needle.
Xanax or some kind of gas that it doesn't put you out, but it makes you kind of
Oh,
out of it for a while so that you don't feel it as much.
the knockout gas. Yeah, but they didn't give me that because I didn't need all that and everything. I've gotten better at doing my sensitivity problems when it comes to getting teeth removed because I know more about my autism and what sensibilities come with physical sensibilities come with that problem. So I've been able to take stuff to manage it. Uh,
Like medication,
yeah, well, yeah, I guess you could call it that. I would say herbs, not really medication. 'Cause I
marijuana.
take like mar- yeah, that stuff, yeah, and and kind of like even mushrooms help, like certain type of mushrooms.
Do you microdose at all? I've heard that helps a lot of autistic people.
I micro dose, but I'm kind of getting away from that stuff, like far as the marijuana and the mushrooms, because I'm going to orthodoxy, and they don't really approve of that stuff. So I'm kind of trying to get away from it and everything.
Let's see. Here's Jeremy. So you
And
have a
all
lot of
that.
the sensory issues.
Yeah, I know there's other herbs that can help with the sensory issues and everything that I'm trying to move more towards. There's this herb. Let me see. I got it right here. I should have used it yesterday instead of the. yesterday said the mushroom gummy, but it was easier to have a mushroom gummy than do it this because it's clove bud. It helps apparently with sensitivity. It's clove bud.
Clove bud,
Yes.
like the plant. The
Yeah, the plant, like the essential oil out of the plant though, and everything. They extract the oil and it helps with sensitivity problems.
here,
Apparently.
Jeremy's going to talk about it. Hey, Jeremy, they're wondering what twilight sedation is.
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I was just trying to let James finish up his talk before I because this will probably be a long bit of spiel, so I want to make sure I don't just come in and steal the show from
Oh,
anybody.
okay. Well then, yeah, let's go. Okay. We could let James finish up then.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll go back to talking about the procedure though. Because that's really what you was asking about with how they did the procedure. I just took some gum gel and they took a needle and also injected me with some stuff to numb me. So like, and then he just started working after it numbed and everything.
The
Give it
wrench,
time.
that'd be the pliers.
He took like I guess the pliers, the teeth pliers, and he just kind of had to push up on it a little bit and then push back down to get it out to extract the teeth. And it didn't really take very long either, and everything. It was very quick, and everything, and pretty much painless because he talked to me all the way through the process. He's telling me about his life and friends that he has that rides bikes and stuff. So he's talking to me about all that and stuff
Oh,
and
kind of to
everything
distract you.
to distract me, yeah, from the pain, yeah. So
And how you
it
doing
was.
now with the pain?
I don't really feel pain. I ain't took time. I only took Tylenol one time, and that was
Oh,
when I got
wow.
home. But I ain't took it since then. I ain't took anything for pain since then.
Oh, that sounds like we went pretty well then.
Yeah, and I guess that's also partially because of it kind of probably helped with. Well, I took the mushrooms the day before, the mushroom gummy the day before the
Y'all have
procedure and
mushroom
everything.
gummies there?
Well, I have these gummies that are made. I don't think this is a high type of gummy though, like far as
Oh.
mushroom, but it's a lion's marine,
Oh, so not a lion's mane? So
lion's
not
mane.
those
I
kind of
mean,
mushrooms.
lion's mane. It helps with the sensibility
I have
problems
I know an autistic person that takes
and the autistic
lion's
stuff.
mane too, and she says the same
Yeah,
thing that it
yeah, it
helps.
helps with that. So I don't think it's a high type because I think the high type is a different type of mushroom.
Yeah, that would to me increase the sensory sensitivity.
Yeah.
No,
So
Ricardo, he's in Virginia.
I'm
okay.
in Virginia. Someone
There's
said
a
Not that
lot
something.
of Virginians. We
I'm
might have our first Outliers chapter.
not that I'm doxing him or anything. He's shared this
I've
several
done.
times in the past on other panels. So
Yeah, shoot, I almost tell people exactly where I've almost have told
yeah,
people
don't go
exactly where
beyond
I'm
state, James.
at. So I mean, based on like what I told them about places that were around me and stuff, cities that were around me. So I almost
Because
told
there
them
are a
kind of
lot of
like that.
psychos, and they got spreadsheets and everything.
Well, it's not really gonna matter that much if I get where I want to get in politics, to be honest.
What are you trying to
So
do?
I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to at the very at the most, I should say, get to state level politics. I don't really
Oh,
care much about federal because I don't want to get involved in all that mess. It's already bad enough trying to
What?
deal with state level.
What
like
you
a
mean?
state
You don't
rep
want
or
to be
something?
president?
Do
Come on,
what?
James. You don't want to be president? Set your goals high.
Well, I thought about president, but
Well,
that's a bit
you should have
extreme,
ran
though.
this election. You would have been better than the two we had.
Oh, why? Trump wasn't good.
I mean,
I don't know. I
we'll
don't know
see
that
what
he
he
would have.
does. He was not my first, second, third, fourth, or fifth pick for candidate,
He's-
I
but
don't know that he would have had a shot against Trump. He might have had a shot against Kamala.
Kamala, yeah, Kamala, yeah, but not Trump. And you know, I'm a Trump fan, so I'm gonna back Trump
I'm,
up
I'm
and
I became
everything.
one, and I'm willing to give him a chance and see what he does. He's
So,
so unpredictable. Like you can't really, you don't really know what he's gonna do till he gets in there and tries to do it.
yeah, but that's the life of a businessman. You're not gonna know what they're gonna do until you get there. I mean, that's just how it is.
Well, Jeremy, what is your story with
All
the
right.
Yeah.
twilight sedation? Don't
So
put us
what?
to sleep telling it.
We'll start off with the premise that I am, and when it comes to anything in the medical profession, I am a huge pansy of phobias. I have issues. It's weird. I have issues with needles if they're for you. Like I
Oh,
have.
like even watching somebody else get a
Yes,
needle.
yes. I can't even be in the room when you're getting a shot. It's crazy. So when it comes to major dental procedures, and when I refer to that, I'm I'm referring to anything more than a standard cleaning. So even the stuff that's very basic, like a filling or cap or crown or any of that, those are all major to me, and I require sedation for it all. Um, so that said, I probably went, I don't know, 25 years without seeing a dentist at all. So I just went through a whole process of getting things back aligned, in which case that came to several teeth being pulled. I've got implants, I've got fillings, I've got crowns. The only thing I don't have are bridges. So that said, I've gone through both sedations, the just the standard, we put you to sleep sedation, and I've gone through twilight sedation. So the regular sedation is what you all hear. It could be a gas mask. It could be you get an IV that puts you. You have an anesthesiologist come in, give you an IV that will literally put you to sleep, and they monitor all of your vitals and things like that, and they keep you out until the end of the procedure, and then they wake you up. Um, that's really what I prefer. But I had some issues with my original dentist that would do that, and they outsourced the sedation to a different company, and that company didn't. Admittedly, I'm fat, and I'm apparently beyond their allowance. They changed their policies. Now I'm too fat for them to be able to sedate. So I switched dentists to a different one that did it, and they were. I was a little upset at first, but they were a little deceptive because they were like, "Yeah, we'll sedate you. I don't have any problems with it." Only I didn't know their sedation was twilight sedation. And what this is they still do the same. They still put all the same monitors and everything on you. The only difference is the sedation they do just relaxes you. Um, and so, like during the procedure, if you're awake, the dentist will talk to you. You'll actually be conscious enough to respond and things like that. But you will be so relaxed, you won't want to move. Like you will just be there. It's like you exist, but you're not. You don't really care about anything whatsoever.
Did it work? Like,
Oh, it's
is it
great.
a chemical? They give you a chemical to
They
achieve
uh
that?
they actually give you an IV, so
Oh,
you're
okay.
you're you're attached to an IV the whole process. So a few things they do before anything happens, you do take one pill. They give you a prescription the day before that you're supposed to pick up, and you're supposed to take that pill a half an hour before the procedure. And that's the same thing if you get the regular sedation as well. You get that one single pill. It's just supposed to kind of put you in a kind of a little bit of a relaxed state, but it's not going to be your full on sedation or anything.
What pill is that? Like
I
a Xanax or something?
I don't know. I probably have a bottle that had that one pill in it in the other room, and I just have to. I'll look it up and I'll let you know later, Jeff. But I don't remember what I don't remember what that one actually was. Um, but they give you that, and then you go into you go in there, and they have you sit, and they want to they kind of keep talking to you periodically and stuff just to kind of see uh, when it starts taking effect. In my case, they end up having to ask me if I'm feeling the effects of it because you can't really tell. Um, and then they take you back and whatnot, and they give you the IV, and I stay up almost the entire night the before the procedures because I want to be asleep and I will pass out during the procedure, but then they will wake me up, or either they wake me up or I wake up during the procedure, and they'll ask how things are going and things like that, and I'll respond, and then I pass back out. At some point, they wake me up and it's all over. But it's a very wild experience because yeah, you can be awake and they will talk to you, you will respond back, and all of that.
You remember all that? You're like conscious and can remember
The
the
bits where I'm not
conversation.
sleeping, yes, and there were a couple procedures I had where when they did this, I didn't even know I fell asleep because I just remember them talking to me so much throughout the procedure and me responding back. Like they would have me blink to confirm stuff or shake my head or whatnot. Because it's hard to talk. They put these big rubber things that hold your mouth open.
Oh,
It's got like the suction in it and spraying water at the same time. So it's got this constant stream, but it keeps your mouth wide open. So there's no talking. Um, no, no, it doesn't do any of that stuff. It doesn't really make you. Well, I don't know. I want to say it doesn't make you high, but I haven't been. I'm not. I've never done anything more than weed, and I'm not even big on that. I did it. I tried it like twice, and I didn't like it either time, and that's been the end of it for me. So I don't even drink. So it's hard for me to say that, but I feel like I wasn't even high. It may be low level sedation. I don't know, or low dose anesthesia.
so it worked. It worked all the time. You didn't have any complications with any of it.
No, it's been. I mean, it's been fantastic. When they first did this, because the first procedure that they were doing for this was the because I'd already done half the dental work with the first dentist, which was a bunch of teeth pulls and fillings and whatnot. And this part now was where they actually had to go in and install the implants and things like that, and they had to switch to a whole new dentist for that.
Oh,
And, so I had to go into this dentist, and like I said, I didn't know that this was going to be the Twilight procedure. And I don't know if you're how familiar you are with how dental implants are, but like
not.
they literally drill into your skull and put like these little metal rods into parts of your skull, and I'm
And
like,
they did all that like were you conscious?
well, the sedation would have had me conscious. I don't know how much of that they did while I was
So
conscious.
you might have drifted in and out.
I know I drifted in and out. I felt like I was awake for all of it, but
Isn't technology
the
wonderful?
dentist after the fact told me, he's like, no, you were in and out of it throughout the whole procedure. I was like, I don't remember ever falling asleep. Because, I mean, there were tons of times where he was talking to me and he kept asking, things okay or not. It was cool. I mean, it freaked me out because I didn't know what to expect. But after I've gone back and I've had, I think, 3 more procedures with them since.
They did something like that when you have you're supposed to get a endoscope or something periodically as you get older, and I think they did something like that with me on my last one. I wasn't. They didn't. I wasn't asleep, but I wasn't completely sober either.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what do you mean by completely sober? You mean you didn't go in there completely sober, or you
No,
went?
no, they gave me something while I
Oh,
was in
okay,
there
okay.
to relax me and kind of take me out of it.
Yeah, I don't know that I've had any preliminary tests or anything like that. And I think I'm older than you, Jeff.
Oh, are you?
I think
I
so.
turn 54 tomorrow.
Oh, never mind, never mind. No, I thought you made a. No, you are a bit older than me. I'm
Uh,
44. I thought you said you were born after or earlier than like 'cause you
oh,
said.
I'm Gen X.
I think well, so am I. But I
Huh.
think I remember a statement that you made previously that like you weren't really Gen X, but you identified with Gen X.
Oh no, I'm definitely Gen X. There are people on here. I think I was probably talking about them that they're like on the cusp or older millennials, but culturally they're more Gen X. So I just count them as Gen X because I think Gen X is more of a cultural thing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. No, I'm literally the in 1980 was the cutoff for Gen X.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Hey, blind. What's up?
Oh, hang on.
Blind furry.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Son of a bitch.
Can you hear us? We can hear you. Well, we'll see if he comes in. You at your house? Man, everybody's audio today.
Well, my audio's fine, right?
Yeah, you're fine. Are you? Can you hear us? uh, you're coming in very choppy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, see, RBKH did put something in chat about likely harm reduction, and you're probably right. I mean that's definitely why they hook you up to all of the monitors and stuff like that that actually look at your heart monitoring. They check they actually monitor your breathing as well to make sure you're taking in as much oxygen, and there is some other nitrous there, that they mix into that as well. So you do still get that as well, and they do make sure that those are there, and they'll adjust that throughout the whole process. In fact, they'll even tell you that they're adjusting it.
It's probably cheaper too, like more affordable than
No,
full sedation.
no, it's not.
Oh no.
No, it's not. It doesn't cost more, but it's no cheaper.
Oh.
I do know that my dentist, the new dentist, they did cut me a break. So the other dentist didn't matter. Every time I got sedated, it was $1,200 just to get them in the door, and then there was an hourly fee for thereafter once sedated, for them to sit there with you being sedated.
Wow.
And the new dentist, since they weren't bringing in the anesthesiologist to do it, I still had to pay almost the same amount for the sedation, but they gave me discounts for the future procedures, knowing that there were going to be additional ones. So they were cutting discounts on the sedation itself, but like if I were to get another procedure here in the future, I'm still going to pay almost $1,000 just because I do sedation.
Does your insurance cover any of that?
Nope.
Wow, so it's all out of pocket.
Sedation is all out of pocket.
Hey, Blind, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me better?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay, look, check it out. I wanted to show you guys this. Let me switch this around.
You at your house today?
Yeah.
Last time we left you, you were headed to the 7-Eleven.
Look, this is dude, like all this looks like shit, like junk right here, but it's gonna look like a fucking masterpiece whenever I'm done. This is a bench, one of these benches that's like 2 seats and then a tabletop. What do you call it? I don't know if you know what I mean. It's like built in together into one thing, and what I'm gonna do is put a mural in the tabletop, and I was gonna do a foosball table, um, but instead I'm going to be doing a. Oh shit! Hold on, look, I'll show you.
Oh,
A Trump
oh
inspired.
no! The fist fight. Fuck. Did you paint that?
Yeah, I painted that.
Oh.
Yeah,
This fight.
yeah,
I
man.
love this.
I love I love it when he raised the fist like that on that day.
That look, if I
That
was
was
ever on the
awesome.
fence about Trump, that is the moment that won me over. We watched it here on the stream, and
Bro,
I
dude,
kept
like
watching that
that's like
over and
fucking
over and over.
patriotism.
Like
I was
seconds
Yep,
after he
I
just got
sold like
almost
six of
killed.
those.
It's seconds. His body, he kicked into that fight pose that
Yes,
quickly.
yeah,
dude.
cause we was on
Yep,
vacation when
I sold
me,
like six of these paintings.
me and
Well, you
my
know,
folks.
it's funny about that too, because people always talk about like, how is that strength when he did that? And I'm like, you got to think about it. The guy was just shot in the ear.
What?
I'm like, the guy was just shot in the ear.
Yeah.
Rather than panicking and letting the Secret Service and all that rush him off, he was at least in the moment coherent enough to actually tell them to stop. There's footage. You can hear him literally telling them to wait. So
It's
Get
not
he,
long
just
he,
enough
he
strength.
said, "Let me get my
It's
shoes."
for him to
Yeah.
get his fist off.
It's balls of steel, bro.
So there's
His
tons.
nutsack or his nuts were in his shoes, bro. Like,
He was
how do
wearing
you
his
have
shoes to
nuts
get out of
that
there. Yeah.
big?
Blind.
Fuck.
I think you're arguing with me, and I'm literally saying the same thing.
No, I think
No,
we all are.
I'm
I mean,
agreeing.
We
I'm
all
he
are.
made the
agreeing.
painting.
Yeah, no, I was just
Yes,
people are like,
man.
how is that strength? I'm like, the guy was in the moment enough to literally want to give out a message of strength
I
when there
loved
wasn't
it. I
Yes,
loved it.
yes, yes.
mind you, it was only in the ear, which not life threatening, but it could
And
have
we
been
could have, if
But he
like
didn't
it
know
was like
that.
millimeters away from killing
right.
if he had not moved in time.
The sheer fact of it was is he didn't know. I mean, yeah, he felt it in the ear, but he didn't know what the damage assessment at that point was. Adrenaline gets pumping.
Yeah,
It
at
could have
that
been
moment, your
anywhere else
fucking
too.
head could be shot off.
So I think there's tons of strength in that moment that he was at least in the moment enough to realize he wanted to give a message out
Hmm.
rather than just immediately be escorted out of that because of the incident.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Tons of strength in
I
that.
don't see how you cannot be impressed, but it like
I
his
wouldn't do it.
presence of mind in that moment in that situation was just astonishing.
I wouldn't do it.
And
Regardless of
he
what else you
thought
think about Trump.
I'm nowhere near his age.
he 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 thought to get a message to his constituents instead of to his family, instead of to his fucking first thought was to address his constituents, man. If that's not a patriot, like if Trump is nothing else in the whole fucking world, he's a patriot, yo. Like that's why I love that guy.
He won me over that day. And then the French fry station was the other one.
Well, it's funny you say that, Jeff. So there, I don't have any Trump gear and whatnot, except for literally today, my only Trump shirt came in, and I'm gonna show it to you.
Oh god.
Hey, well, shit, buy some more, cause I got Trump paintings for sale, shit.
Oh, you s
For
oh my
low,
god,
low
hang on. I
cost.
knew it was going to be something I wanted. Fuck. Where did you get that?
Yeah. Where'd you get that? On McDonald's.
Oh my god.
So that's merch from
Oh, that is cool.
I don't know if you're familiar with the rapper Tom McDonald.
Yeah, I love yes.
This
That's
is
his.
Tom
That's one of
McDonald?
his.
his
No.
latest merch. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. I might pick me one up. I need some MAGA gear.
Yeah, I gotta pick that. I gotta buy me one of those shirts. Trump man.
Hangovergang.com.
Hangovergame.com. Okay. I'll drop the link.
Oh.
So,
think
Glizzy, you're selling your paintings?
Yeah, shit, I sold six of them for $200 a piece, but that was when it was like right off the fucking presses and people were like pumped for it, shit. But hell yeah, man, I'm always trying to sell some Trump paintings. Why?
Oh my
We
god.
got some.
I'm so tempted. Well, tomorrow's my birthday. Maybe I'll pick one up for myself.
Oh shit! Well, maybe I'll paint one for you then for your birthday. Shoot.
Fries. Oh my god. I want this shirt so bad. I'll probably end up.
Fine.
I'll send it to my mom. I'll say, "Here, this is what I want for my birthday."
Here it
You
is.
see, you see the other.
Happy Meal combo.
Yeah, I already bought I already got the albums, so I didn't need the Happy Meal combo.
Oh, you did have
Oh,
a
that's
Beavis and Butthead shirt.
I got
oh,
that
that
one.
comes with the
That one, I got
album.
that one
Oh my
too.
bad. I didn't see.
Oh, what is it? G.
GFBF. It's
Yeah.
for the album. The two albums that he just released a couple weeks ago was him and his girlfriend Nova. So they're calling it a GFBF album, and then they did a mix album that came out at the same time with it, and that's what that Beavis and Butthead playoff is promo for that album. But when I
Oh,
saw that merch, I had to buy it.
oh, look at him modeling the shirt. I
He models all of it. If you look at any of the photos, if it's got a person modeling it, it's him doing it.
look at this.
Yeah, but
I want to test it and walk out in public here with this shirt on and see if
Yeah.
I get
Like here
strung
with
up
the
from a tree
rock.
or something.
Mine just came in literally today. I haven't seen it prior to today, so that's literally.
I
I am
would hit
so
you with the
excited.
rock, Jeff. So,
Plus, it's supporting Tom McDonald, who's
is he a good
well, he's
singer?
a fucking
No.
Canadian that's telling Americans how
He
to
just
be
got the accent.
Americans. So
No.
take that for what that's worth.
Blind. He
What's that?
was Canadian. He lives in the U.S. He is a citizen of the U.S.
you hear that, not
Okay.
loss.
I've
He
I've
lives
never
in-
heard.
He
Okay.
lives in California. He also donates more than $200,000 a year to the veterans. So
I love this camo one.
I've never heard his music before. Would y'all recommend it?
Oh, he does all these political raps against wokeness
His
and
music
all the crazy stuff
is
on the left. I'll drop
fire.
his channel. I would play one if it wasn't copyrighted.
Because I never heard about him until today.
Oh, he's definitely worth
First
checking out.
time
Here,
that I
I'll
heard
put his
about him
channel in the
today.
back.
He's like up church mixed with like he's just
Oh,
like off
hang
the
on.
rails,
Somebody
bro.
turn the music off. Whoever's playing it, or is it me? Never mind, it's me.
as I say, there's no music
Well,
here.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna say that. Me.
it was me. I pulled up his site and it started playing music.
Thank you for sharing his channel and everything with me.
Yeah, he does some good work. He's a rapper. Let me
Yeah, I'll check it out sometime.
If you like,
I
I
done
mean, if you know
subscribed
Dax,
and,
he does a bit of stuff with Dax as well.
I mean, to me though, like he smells like a gatekeeper, but that's just my
what
spidey
does that
sense.
mean?
Somebody somebody that has just or I don't know, it's self-explanatory, really, kind of like just enough of has control of just enough of the narrative to make sure you don't actually venture into the parts that are undesirable. You know what I
Like
mean?
people are gonna stop at him and not go any further.
No, okay, okay, let's just, for example, let's say that they want you to fight against Democrats and Republicans and not hunger. So he is going to make a bunch of songs about Democrats and Republicans, and I've yet to see him make a song about hunger. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about, dude? He's got like 5 songs about being sober.
I'm
giving
being
up.
hyperbolic. I'm not being,
Well, but you're
being
saying you haven't
specific.
seen.
I don't know.
Wait, but you said you haven't seen him do anything about that. The guy has at least 5 different songs
No, I
about giving
wasn't
up drugs and
speaking
alcohol.
specifically. I wasn't talking. Well, I wasn't talking.
So you're saying there's some
specifically, I was
topics he
being
don't
general.
cover. He doesn't cover. Do you think it's deliberate? Like he's staying away from certain topics?
Well,
It's
of
hard to
course,
tell with
because
artists.
the bottom line is The bottom line is, if he was 100% really legitimately independent, then he'd talk about the people that fucking pay him. Like, it's that simple. Like, it's that simple. Is like, okay, well, what about the billionaires that are responsible for making you the fucking one of the richest artists in the world? Like, why not talk about them? So, like, whatever's stopping him from doing that is that gatekeeping mechanism that people like to try to deny.
I don't. I don't follow.
I don't know enough about him to know what billionaires. I
He,
thought he
he's
was just. I thought he made all the money on his own.
he's fucking filthy bajillionaire rich,
Who?
and
Really?
But
he's
not just from
co-opted the
YouTube.
entire. Nah, he well from YouTube, but he's co-opted the entire pretty much anarchist American movement.
Who? Wait. Who are you talking about?
Tom McDonald. Who are you talking about?
Yeah, I think you're off on some wild tangent, dude. Tom McDonald is a solely independent. He is funded specifically on his own album and merch sales. He does his records. He does his lyrics. He does his music. His girlfriend produces all of his videos. His sister and he and his girlfriend and all them are the ones who are actually, if you order something from him, it's one of them who's actually taking that, packaging it up, and sending it out to you. There is no business, no corporation or anything that is funding him. It is all funded by his fans directly.
Bro, I will let. I mean, that's okay. I will concede to let you believe that an operation can get that big and become and still be hand packaged and shit like that. But to me, that's an impossibility. He is
So you just don't buy that
a
he's
He
got there on
live
his own.
streams a bunch of. He live streams a bunch of this
look
happening.
up his net worth. Will you
Okay.
look up his net worth, Jeff?
Let's see. Tom
Well,
McDonald net
well, let's
worth
just be honest.
2024.
Has anyone really made it on their own? And because they have
He
fans
did
that
make it on his own.
recommend them and stuff, right?
5 million. That doesn't seem
So
like a lot. And then this other site says 800,000.
I mean, and they use marketing and stuff.
Then this other one's saying 1 million. How do I find his actual net worth? This
Well,
other
but
one's saying 3 million. Nobody knows what this guy's worth.
that's the
5 million
problem.
is as high as I've seen.
But that's the problem too. Is you get on there and look at this stuff, and it's people just guesstimating it based on what they assume them to be. But you got to go look at it and figure this way: the guy
No,
drops a single out, and he hits #1 billboards on iTunes and Spotify.
that's exactly my point. That's exactly my point.
But that's
My
him
point isn't
releasing it.
this one.
But that's him releasing it, so he's gonna get the money for that.
Yes, but do you realize that there are entities that own Spotify, Apple Music, all these things, and it is in their fucking. They don't just allow anybody
They
to
didn't.
be the #1 trending artist like
They had no
without
control.
playing ball. And this was proven. The artist 6ix9ine proved this with Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. He proved for a fact that it takes uh fucking physical copy sales in conjunction with ticket sales, in conjunction with concert sales, to make you a #1 selling streaming artist. So if
It
this
doesn't.
is a fact,
It doesn't.
then
It,
it's
it,
it's
it
it's
doesn't. It doesn't.
it's incredibly naive to think that he could accomplish that on his own.
It doesn't. I mean, he's
I
done
don't think. I mean, he's not like Taylor Swift level big. So
right.
I
He's
think he's
done.
whatever he's accomplished seems like it was mostly on his own because it's not that. It's not like $1 billion
Well,
gigantic.
maybe. I mean, maybe if he's smaller than I'm thinking, but like 2 or 3 years ago, he was everywhere. Like this
But
guy, you couldn't fucking turn a YouTube music video on without seeing him. Like he
but
was everywhere.
Well,
but did he
my
ever
goal
I
is
claim
to
that
get
mean,
he
all
made
of the
any
maybe
stuff.
songs?
maybe he.
Do what, James?
Did he ever
What's that?
claim that he made it on his own?
So Tom,
Well,
absolutely.
yeah,
He talks
his
about it all the
claim is
time.
that his wife is supposedly his his support system.
It's his girlfriend. She produces all of his videos. She does have a hand in some of his songs with him, but at the end of the day, it's like a 6-person operation that's between him, his girlfriend, his mom, his dad, and his sister.
I mean, if it's legitimate, I commend it. I love it. Shit, 'cause I
You're just
support anything in
skeptical. You're a
music.
little skeptical.
Yeah, I am very skeptical of it.
And I guess being a like a music fan, I've seen so many like normal ordinary people become successful just from starting bands with their friends and rising to fame.
Well, but I mean, it's
Yeah, but there's so many plants these days, dude.
I would get that though if he had several millions of dollars or something. Okay, Ruby, like Taylor Swift wealth or something, right? Sure, then he'd be in bed with big labels and things like that. But he's not. Hangover Gang is
Well, I
his
stand
label
corrected on that.
is just him. He's been live where he's done his music production and things like that. He's been live for showing the inside operations. There's tons of photos and things like that that he takes that shows that with him, his sister, his dad, and all them people doing different stuff that are behind the scenes. He shows the behind the scenes video productions that he and his girlfriend are doing, and shows literally how the props are made to create those videos. None of that is super high value or anything. Like it doesn't look like high dollar spend. It's done in his half of them are done in his back freaking yard.
Well, like I said, I stand corrected on his net worth because, like I said, I was just seeing him so often. I figured that he had to have been making tons of money. But if
No, he
he's
might
not
be the real
making,
deal.
He sound
he might be.
he kind of like doing the kind of thing where I do very low level stuff with my videos. I don't make them fancy.
Well, but also look at the people he has in his that does work with him. He's had Dax, which I don't know how well you know Dax. Dax is probably as far as in the music business, that's probably been the most famous person he's had a collab with.
I don't
He
even know who
does.
that is.
He's another rapper.
Oh.
He had
I was
Dax
thinking the same thing.
Dax
Like,
has
I'm
done
gonna know
stuff with
about
Halfstand and all that.
Alright.
Tom did have a tour with Jelly Roll for a while. He did do that. He did do a tour with Jelly Roll before Jelly Roll was like massive where he is now.
Probably not Jelly Roll Morton. Yeah, I don't know Jelly Roll either. I'm old. I'm only Gen X.
The drug dealer turned rapper turned now he's like a major country artist.
Big fat guy, like super big fat guy, but he's a badass singer.
Right. So he did actually get he was a sideline act with Jelly Roll for one tour. So the guy's connected with certain people, but Jelly Roll wasn't like as famous at that particular time, and he doesn't really do anything with him now.
Oh, I have heard of Jelly Roll. He's the white boy rapper.
Yeah, he did do some. Well, he's country now, but yeah, he did do
That
some
somebody
stuff.
save me.
He does do a bunch of stuff. He did a couple albums with Adam Calhoun recently as well, but that was after he was, big. But
Ooh, gross.
none of these
Auto-tune
people,
rapper.
right? Jeff hasn't even heard of these people. So like none of these people like you hear on the radio or anything like that are just these massive major artists.
Yeah, but don't go by me because I'm so out of touch. There's like YouTube creators that do content from their bedroom that are making millions of dollars. Like showing off
YouTube is
makeup
the
and
new
doing
radio.
ASMR shit. I don't know who the celebrities are anymore.
Well, that depends on how you define celebrity now.
Right, really.
Because the definition has to change with the way things have changed.
Yeah, I'm just saying, based on anything you see, anything he shows for his production, and sure, there could be some deception, but I feel like that, which I know feel like is a bad argument to make, but I feel like it's a lot of effort to go through and do your video productions and things like that with tons of money invested into it, and then turn around and make up the entire scene in fake in your backyard just for the photo op.
But they do it a lot, and it's not for the photo op. It's for the being able to lead all of the people that want to follow a homegrown band.
So what's the problem
But
though with all this? Is he doing something that's immoral?
no. Well, potentially he could be a gatekeeper. Is my only thing, and that's the thing that I'm scared of. Like I'm always scared that the people are being misled. That people are that somebody famous is misleading the masses on purpose, for their own agenda.
What's his agenda?
I don't see what
He's an anti-woke rapper.
Yeah, I don't see what his agenda is, and I also don't see how he's misleading people on masses.
No, well, like I said, I'm not saying that I have proof of it. I said that I worry about it, but the place where it could be an issue is the fact that he's a Canadian.
It's
with
all a
an
big
American
conspiracy.
citizenship, living in California,
And he,
donating hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to veterans.
well,
You
yeah.
made an assertion of skepticism with literally nothing to back it up.
Get up. Yeah.
Skepticism is its own.
Right,
I
but there
mean,
should be some sort of backing to why you would have the skepticism on this when there's
my
literally
skepticism is because
that would support the skepticism. You're just skeptic for no reason.
no, I'm skeptic of everyone.
That's like that drawing you did of Trump back there. I think somebody else drew that.
What?
He's
It's
showing
an
you an
analogy.
example of
It's an
skepticism.
analogy. I'm just
They could turn it on you.
Oh,
Yeah, you got somebody
look,
helping you, Blizzy. There's no way you pulled all that off on your own.
oh, look,
But he has
look,
You're
no
here's,
proof,
gatekeeping
though.
for
He's trying to
somebody.
show no proof
Let
of
me
that.
see.
here's another
He's showing
one
your.
of here's a framed one.
yeah,
You did that?
That proves nothing. Somebody else drew that
No
too.
way. That's paint?
That proves nothing.
No, this is charcoal and pencil.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you should definitely get some merch going.
It's a good drawing, but I mean, for my analogy, that showing another picture proves nothing in the. If I were actually making the claim that I was skeptic of the other drawing, this would not prove you did it.
No, you're
Yes,
right,
I
and I
respect-
respect what you're saying because I respect skepticism. I mean, shit, be skeptical of me. I mean,
Me too. Skepticism is really weak base. We could use more of it. But it does. There is a point at which it becomes counterproductive as well and keeps people from
true.
knowing what
Which is
to
why
trust
I
and
was
not
willing.
trust.
That's why I was willing to say I stand corrected when you guys said that he didn't make all that much money and stuff like that. Because if it is misplaced, then I don't want to just be skeptical of anybody and everybody that makes music.
And you know what? None of us really know. So like, there's nothing wrong with putting that out there and making yourself vulnerable like that. So I appreciate it. And as exciting as this conversation is, I am coming up on the 2-hour mark. So I'm going to have to wrap up. But I'll probably be out tonight for another fireside chat from hell.
All right, shoot. Yeah. Take it easy. Salute.
Too much, man.
Y'all be good. Y'all
You
buy my
too, Blizzy.
paintings?
Keep up the good work and
Yes,
let us
sir.
know.
Y'all be good.
Hey, how did your you were at the oh, he dropped off. Or what the hell his outing went. James, you have anything you want to leave us with?
I just want to say thank you for letting me up, Jeff, and hopefully everybody has a good one out there in the chat, and also Jeremy and Jeff, y'all have a good one as well. I'll probably see you on Jeremy on, I don't know if Speech going live or not tonight, or
I don't know, but we hop all over the same channels or same places,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we'll
y'all be
probably see
somewhere
each
in the
other around here.
streets.
we'll be somewhere. I'll see you somewhere.
Well,
Either way, we're friends on Discord, so
yeah, there's that too. All right,
yeah.
later, guys.
Later.
Later, Jeremy. Thanks a lot. James, thank
Yep.
you. Y'all have a good day.
Later. You too.
And okay. We also have a Discord, everybody. If you need an invitation, just hit me up at GenXJeff, and I will send you one. Okay, that's it for me today. Benjamin Boyce is, I don't know if it's a premiere or if it's live. Let me see. Either way, there's a chat going. Kitty's over there, so you can go join him. Um, Looks like it's a premiere, but they at least have a chat going, so I'll send you over to Benjamin's. And like I said, I will probably be out tonight doing another fireside chat from hell. It's where I go live vertically from my phone. And tomorrow, birthday day. Celebrate all the Scorpios, all the late October, most of November birthdays. You know what? If you have a birthday in November, we'll just celebrate you too. Okay, thanks for hanging out, and probably see you tonight, and we'll get the party going tomorrow. Thanks a lot, everybody. You know I appreciate you so much. I almost said love you, which in a way I do, so I'll leave it at that. All right, get the hell out of here. Take care, guys.